I know what you're going to say. You're all probably thinking you saw his video get released. You're like, where in the beep has he been? Well, here we go. Welcome back to Team G503 here from Haynes Garage Studios in Charleston, South Carolina. I have not said that in a long time. And for those of you who are new to the channel and those of you who have been long-time subscribers, this channel's been around for, I believe, 6.5, almost 7 years. And I haven't released a new video in almost 2 years, and there was a lot of reasons for that. I got involved with a bunch of stuff. We don't need to get into all that. But I got to thinking about it, and I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I said, you know, the series was a wonderful thing. It's worldwide known, and I get messages all the time still, and I'm still on the social media, the Facebook and the Instagram. And guys always saying they use the videos from the Team G503 YouTube channel to help restore their World War II Jeeps, as well as their civilian and CJ2A Jeeps as well, which I am sitting in Grandpa's. And I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know, you've been doing this a really, really long time, and you did the Team G503 videos, but you really didn't finish it. We finished a lot of it, and I did shoot all the video for the completion of the whole Jeep, and there's some videos missing. Now, I apologize for it being so long before I produced new videos. I have an interesting story to tell, try to do it as quickly as I can. I'm a construction worker. I have my own contracting business. This is not what I do full-time. It never was what I did full-time. But I was working in a house here in Charles, South Carolina for my machinist, believe it or not. And he had a friend of his that came over, and he says, "You're the guy that does those Jeep videos." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, he says, my brother is really into that, and he lives in Mount Pleasant." Well, it turns out that John Kelm, my new friend, he's been a friend of mine now for about, I think, 6 months, 8 months now, maybe even close to a year. But it turned out he lived 4 miles up the road from me here in Charleston, in Mount Pleasant. And so I went over, we met, and we got to talking, we got to be friends, and we took the Jeeps up to the Cars and Coffee and the Daniel Island car show that they've got here in Charleston. It is phenomenal. And people, the response that people give to these old Jeeps is amazing, and I love being a part of that. It's been a little hot here in Charleston. It's summertime, it's August, and it's been pushing 95, 100 degrees for the past 3 weeks. So we're kind of slowed down a little bit for that. Now, John still went out there. I'm too sissy. I'm not going to go stand out there in 100-degree weather sitting in the Jeep, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, I wanted to make a video because John helped me out so much with some fine-tuning on both of the Jeeps, the 43 Willis MB and the Grandpa CJ2A here project. I wanted to introduce him to you because he's got some projects he's doing, and I thought maybe, and he thought maybe we could share some of his experiences on this channel, and you could get to see a 1942 Ford GPW go through the restoration process. It's not going to be as detailed as it would be if I was doing the project, because I do have logistics getting to John's house. He has a full-time career as well too. But I'm going to try to show you that in the channels, as well as finish up the electric videos, because we got that wire harness video 90% done and missing a few videos there. There's some other videos I shot that I want to share with you. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you here. The subscriptions still keep going up. My goal was 10,000 subscribers, and I would be thanking my lucky stars that I ever got that far. The whole journey has kind of been a really amazing thing. Keep subscribing to the channel. I'm not going to be producing videos as fast as I did before, once a week, once every couple weeks. But stay tuned. I do have some stuff I want to show you. So this video, now that I've kind of explained what's going on, this video is going to be to introduce John Kelm to y'all out there in YouTube world. Him and his wife live, like I say, 4.5 miles up the road from me, and he is working on a 1942 Ford GPW. He also has an MB. He also has a CJ3A that he's had since high school. In this video, we're actually removing the tub from the 42 GPW project, and he had a bunch of neighbors and some friends of his come over, and I got to go over and shoot the video and then kind of do a little walk around of the chassis. But most of all, I want to introduce you to John because I've got some stuff I want to show you that's going to be really, really helpful in your Jeep restoration and its maintenance. So let's dive right into this. Sorry I had to be so long-winded, this whole video me explaining, but I had to say it to the beginning because I know a lot of you out there are going to be shocked when, after 2 years, here he is on a video. But I'm not quitting. I didn't quit. I just stopped for a while. All right, here's John Kelm.
As I've taped off the floor, we're just going to come up and take the back end and come over against here and make things butt up against here. So we'd like this side of the body to end up somewhere around here.
That's such an
And you
engineer.
want the top to
Only an engineer would take
Well,
just
for.
kind of flip like that, or you
I'm
want
gonna put it flat for now, Jared.
Yeah, looks good
There's
here.
underneath that I couldn't get to.
Just get your toe over there somewhere, John. We'll know where to pop it
Yeah, and
down.
then I got blocks here to kind of level it up once it's on the floor. So
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Scott, you ready?
Yeah, where do you want me? Right here, here?
I think we
I'll do the stuff. How
we
about
got it.
Ready?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. Just like the hot tip.
Piece of cake.
That's a piece of cake.
Okay, turn now 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And now we'll go down.
You can go ahead.
Alright, I'll get out of the way.
There you
Oh, hold on, we're covering up the tape. There we go.
go. Cool.
Tip it up.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
look down.
no, lay it down.
Oh, right.
I gotta get a couple screws out
John,
of here.
this soap probably is gonna crush me.
No, that's okay. Because
I
I got
got
blocks.
it right here. You can take your hands out. Okay.
So I got blocking.
Okay, I think that's it.
Alright,
That's easy with 6 guys.
It's not gonna be bad if you just let it down like this, right?
That's it. That's pretty easy to earn these
actually,
bucks.
that's fine. Now we'll go against the wall.
Okay.
You wanna look it up, man?
That's perfect. Because
Why
now,
not?
now I can. There were screws right here I couldn't get to.
Piece of cake, huh? Well,
So
have
there's
it.
insulation plate that the Jeeps right here,
Oh, okay.
and this has the original one. So I'm gonna pull it off and transfer it.
Okay, guys, nice meeting everyone. It was fun. We'll
Awesome.
do it again soon, I'm sure.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
Yep. Let's take something else.
See you on the next one.
Yeah, just pick the whole thing up. See, that's the next one. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
See, this frames it.
That's a nice job.
This is the one you got from Craig?
Yeah.
So much room for
Very
it.
nice.
Guys, did you guys get coffee and all?
We're live in the call.
Very close, my friend.
It's easy with 6 guys.
Coffee? No?
I'm at John Kelm's house in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And you saw previously in the video there where we took the tub off. There were 6 of us. And one of those young guys, and he had some pretty big biceps onto a piece of cake to take that off with 6 people. And John had it all prepared and all the bolts taken off it, so it was really easy. And we've got that setting over here now in the back. And I believe he's selling that to another gentleman, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I believe that's the one that's going to be sold to a younger guy upstate, and he's going to want to restore that. But figured we take a look here at the chassis. You can see here GPW frame. It's in really great shape. It's got that square machine gun mount there. And we've been all looking at this, and there's a lot of F bolts on here. It's F marked on the case. And we've got a GPW engine. I'll show you the other side for sure, but looks to like a civilian head on that as well. John Kelm is my friend again here from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I'll put him on camera here. Hi, John.
Hi, Scott.
you
Thanks
got?
for coming over today to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Looks good here, what you got going on. You want to tell a little bit about your Jeep and what year it is, the GPW here? Or?
Yeah, this is a 1942 Ford GPW, early August build. It's got a really strong chassis on it. There's really no issues with it at all, which I'm really happy about. So my next step, now that we got the body off, is I'm going to do a full restore on the chassis and the engine, get everything painted, put it all back together. And my whole career, I've had Jeeps since high school. So I've always wanted to restore a Ford GPW, so this is my first one. And Scott knows I've got a 44 MB that we take to Cars and Coffee quite a bit. And then I've got this body over here in the corner to put on it once we're done.
That body is in nice shape. I kind of got out of focus there for a second. Let's try that again. That tub is in really nice shape. So I think you've got some great bones here, and I think it's going to be fantastic. And again, you're lucky to have all the help you had here. That thing came right off the chassis, but again, you had it all prepared and ready to go. And we'll talk about that Ford someday too, because John not also does the Jeeps. He also does the old Ford Model Ts. Am I correct?
Yes, that is. I've had a Model T since I was, since 1980. I've had this one. So.
That's awesome. Well, maybe we'll talk about that again someday. But for now,
Sure.
we're going to call it a wrap for the Saturday here in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And we'll check back in with John again at a further time. Thanks for watching. He's cool. And you saw there, he's got a Model T there in the garage also. He's an engineer, and he is meticulous, and he's very, very detailed in what he does, and very impressive. And he and his wife go to the shows, and his wife will drive the I think it's a 53 CJ3A he has back. I might be wrong about that. And his son has driven the MB up there too. So John's got 3 Jeeps going, and Very nice to know him, and he's a fantastic guy. Look for stuff from him in the future, too. I think you might be surprised. All right, y'all. As it goes back in the old days, if you'd like to subscribe, and please do, because the subscriptions keep going up, and I really do enjoy doing this, push that subscribe button down there and click that little bell, because you never know when I'm going to release a new video. I'll try to do the best I can. Until next time we see each other, keep it safe, and happy jeeping.